Okay, so we got Blakey Bob here.
Yes, Bob.
He's got his, what year is that? What year is that?
2019.
2019 Dodge Durango.
RT, yeah.
RT.
Yeah.
5.7 liter.
Fast enough.
What's the horsepower and torque?
360 horsepower to 390 torque, I believe.
5.0 Supercharged Range Rover. We're going to review it today with the help of Bob here. We're going to get some drag races with the valves open, valves closed, and to see how it puts up a fight against the Dodge Durango. How many horsepower?
Yours? Mine?
Yours, yeah.
360.
360?
I think you'll beat me.
You got 510 and
yeah, it's a big difference.
450 pound-feet of torque, something like that. Yeah. So you want to go up to the airport?
Airport's pretty good, yeah. And it's in Mexico, so it's fine.
Yeah, airport in Mexico.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So change of plans. The wife took the Durango, the V8 Durango. Yeah, so this is V6 though, right?
Yeah. With no torque, so full power.
So
and it's like a 5-speed, so it's just geared really slow.
Won't be near as good of a drag race, but you know.
It sounded pretty good. No, you can hear it. Pulling up.
What's it sound like? Okay, this is two dudes, one car.
Yeah.
We're gonna see, you know, me living with it versus you with first impressions, like driving it and stuff.
Sweating my balls.
I had one of my buddies, Bobby at Heavy's Automotive in Prestonsburg, put 2 QTP exhaust cutouts on this thing. He told me that, you know, one of the issues with mounting them on this thing is you can't put them at the rear of the vehicle. He had to mount them up close to the headers. So when you open this, when you open the valves, it sounds like NASCAR, literally. It sounds like just open headers on this V8. So when it's closed, you got your Sunday closed button, you know, Sunday fun day, you know, you can fly by like other cars and stuff without hardly making a peep. But if you've got someone that's like sitting in the left lane on the highway and they're not getting over, they're busy on their phone, you just open these valves up and man, it gets loud. And what's awesome is where it's a little key fob, you can just put it in your hand and like have it here. You want to be loud, you can, and when you don't have to be. This is with them closed. And now we're going to open them. So we're gonna do Blake's first impressions, since it's not his daily driver.
It's not. It drives really good.
Does it drive any smoother than the Durango, or no?
No.
Or are you just biased?
No, it's as good.
Okay.
Because dude, I'm telling you, my drive's really smooth to get throughout it.
If there's something you didn't like, what's like a few things you might not like about this?
Like I don't know all these controls, you know what I mean? Because American cars aren't as, I mean they're nicer now, but they're not, you know what I'm saying, there's not as many options in them. So that's the one thing I could say I wouldn't like, because I'd be like, how in the hell do I touch this and do that? You know what I'm saying? I would have a hard time with that kind of stuff. But other than that, I love it. It's got some good power.
You know, this is just a first impression for you.
Yeah.
But it's the reliability, where it's a foreign vehicle. Land Rover's not known for reliability.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Why'd you buy it then?
Let's go over like the 5 things I like about this.
Okay.
Okay, power. 5-liter supercharged V8 made into a 8-speed. Almost, I don't know if it's dual clutch or not, but it's a really, really fast clutch in this SUV. Light, it's 5,000 pounds, light for a SUV.
An SUV,
it's aluminum body panels. You know, second thing is the appearance. I love the way this thing looks. Very boxy, kind of like a G-Wagon. You know, when you see a G-Wagon on the road, you know what you're looking at. But if you're not a car enthusiast, you really don't know what year it's from. Blakey Bob's gonna peace out for a second and shoot his gun. You're probably gonna hear a few pops and bangs in the background of the interior review.
I'm gonna be shooting at your car and just kidding.
Third thing, comfort. I love the way the air ride works. The seats are heated and cooled, and they're massaged as well. So that's really, really nice. Another one of the features that I like about this vehicle is valet mode. Anytime you're staying at a hotel or you're getting your vehicle detailed and you've got like a gun or something that you don't want touched, it's awesome because these glove boxes, the high and the low glove box, is actually electronic. So you can put a code in, 2580 straight down the center, and 2580, okay. Now, we're in valet mode. So anything that you put into the top and the bottom of this, it's not accessible. Valet mode. Another one of the cool things is that they can't blast your radio while they're cleaning your car or parking your car. So like, that's nice. But the best part is the back won't open either. So, and when you've got this protector down in the back, there's no way that you can actually pull it up from the sides. And then of course, like the off-road capabilities of this thing. You got the air ride suspension, so you're able to lift it up several inches, give you extra ground clearance. And then you've got the terrain knob here where you can put it in mud ruts, snow, ice, sand, gravel, whatever. So like, just really, really good setup. Got the lock and diff, which really helped me and Blake today get to some spots so we could do some drone footage. One thing I dislike about this SUV, like what I was telling Blake a little bit ago, is that it's really slow to think. For example, if you go to the back, now the back seats recline like 7 degrees, but when I go to push the button down here, you hear it click. But it's a full second before it even like realizes what it wants to do. It's like, oh, your seat wants to go back, does it? Well, let me think about it for a second. So that carries on throughout the entire vehicle. If you go up to the navigation part, turn this thing on, and you want to go to like, I don't know, your cooled seats on this hot day. It's 90 degrees outside. Okay, so we're gonna go to the seats, and we're still waiting. Okay, see, that was like 2.5 seconds. Also, sometimes the radio, when you first turn it on, will not initialize. Like if you go ahead and like accept the agreement when it boots up and you're going down the road, you realize the radio's not playing, the screen, you start tapping on the screen, it just goes black. You have to pull off on the side of the road, turn the car off, turn the car back on, and then if you're lucky, the radio will reboot and it'll start to work. Another thing is, when you put it into reverse, sometimes it just flashes and like doesn't go into reverse, and then you have to go back into park and then back into reverse to get it to go. Then there's the soft touch on all the plastic buttons in the cabin. It's already starting to peel, and I don't think it's going to age very well. Another one of the things I don't really like about this is that the seats are really narrow. Compared to the S-Class that I drive, these seats, like, check it out. Like literally just as wide as my body. Am I fat? Maybe. Another thing that's a little too narrow are the tires. And I actually upgraded this to the 285s that the SVR autobiography Range Rover Supercharged has on it. But the dealership told me that I could not do that. I asked them why, and then they said, well, it's just not recommended. I asked them if the chassis of the SVR autobiography is any bit different, and they said, well, no. So I went ahead and upgraded from a 275 to 285 to see if I could, you know, maybe protect my rims just a little bit more. Like, we drove all the way to Alexandria, Virginia to get this car, and it took 3 months to get the title transferred into my name, because apparently, like, the dealership got it and they never really tagged it. They just put dealership tags on it, drove it around. 15,000 miles later, I buy this car. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet didn't want to transfer it into my name because they said there's no way that this car has 15,000 miles and has never been actually titled in an individual's name. So that took a lot of weight and a lot of fun out of owning this vehicle. That's kind of like a unique situation, but The amount of bad juju that came with this vehicle is kind of funny, because when I finally got my title in to the clerk's office in Pike County, I went out into the garage to get in this thing to drive over to get the title, and it had a flat tire. Like, what? So let's recap. 5 things that I like about my 2015 Range Rover. Number 1 is the powertrain. It's quick and snappy. Number 2, the boxy and timeless appearance. Number 3, the interior creature comforts like heated and cooled seats and the massage function. Number 4, valet mode. Very handy, especially if you're traveling. Number 5, it's a Land Rover. What do you expect? It's going to have great off-road capabilities. As for the dislikes, number 1, the slow technology. This is improved in the newer Range Rovers. Number 2, overall reliability. It's a Range Rover. Again, what do you expect? Number 3, soft touch material peeling. Already peeling in this one. Not going to age very well. Number 4, narrow seating. And number 5, narrow factory tires allow for rim damage. One of the downfalls to having low profile tires. So I hope that you liked this train wreck of a car vlog. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe please, and hopefully I'll have some of my friends' vehicles and have them interact and tell me some of the things they like and don't like about their vehicles. So, till then, take care.